Did you ever think that I would be this satisfied? I mean, sexually?
Not like this.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 romance movies about age differences.
I'm not trying to pressure you into anything, Miss Cross, but I'm surprised you brought it up so bluntly.
For this list, we'll be looking at romantic films that explore relationships with notable age gaps. Which couple on the list do you think is one for the ages? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, All About Eve. This classic film concerns a relatively minor age difference that becomes a rather major cause for concern. The legendary Bette Davis plays Margot Channing, a Broadway actress worried about aging out of the business.
A great actress at the peak of her career. You have every reason for happiness.
Except happiness.
Every reason. But due to some strange, uncontrollable, unconscious drive, you permit the slightest action of a kid like Eve to turn you into an hysterical, screaming harpy.
Margot takes on a devoted fan named Eve as her assistant, but quickly regrets the decision. You see, Margot is insecure about the 8-year age gap between her and her boyfriend Bill.
Those years stretch as the years go on. I've seen it happen too often.
Not to you, not to Bill.
Isn't that what they always say?
It's not long before the much younger Eve makes a move on him. Fortunately, Bill remains devoted to Margot, and they even get engaged. There's a reason this movie is ageless.
Never try to outguess Margot.
Groom.
Yes, dear.
You know what I'm going to be?
A cowboy
A married lady.
with a paper to prove it.
Number 9, How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Angela Bassett stars in this beloved rom-com as Stella Payne, a high-powered trader living a comfortable life in San Francisco. Unfortunately for Stella, her love life is lacking. So when her best friend persuades her to take a vacation, it's off to Jamaica they go. This is where Stella meets an alluring stranger exactly half her age.
No, truthfully.
Oh, let's not go there, okay?
You look really, really good. I mean, I never seen a 40-year-old woman who looks like you.
Sure, they have incredible chemistry, but is their relationship really sustainable? It's the question the couple dances around for nearly the entire film.
She can be as stubborn as all hell. But you know that by now. Don't you?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do.
Regardless of their future status, we simply loved seeing a hard-working woman have some much-deserved fun.
Yes. Yes.
Number 8, Lost in Translation. Two individuals questioning their sense of belonging connect in a major way in this romantic comedy drama from Sofia Coppola. Bob Harris has passed his prime in show business and takes a promotional gig in Tokyo. While there, he encounters beautiful newlywed Charlotte.
What do you do?
I'm not sure yet, actually. I just graduated last spring.
With both unaccustomed to their environment and unsatisfied in their relationships, the duo finds comfort in one another. While exploring the city, they also delve into the particular identity crises of young adulthood and middle age.
I'm stuck. Does it get easier?
No. Yes. It gets easier.
It's arguably an all-too-common trope to have an older male character find love with a much younger woman. However, the connection between this specific pair feels wholly authentic.
I don't want to leave.
So don't. Stay here with me.
Number 7, Something's Gotta Give. Screen legends Jack Nicholson and Diane Keaton light up the screen in this opposites attract rom-com. Although they make for an age-appropriate couple, they aren't together for the vast majority of the film. Rather, aging womanizer Harry Sanborn starts out dating playwright Erica Barry's 20-something daughter.
You're dating my daughter?
Now, who would have thought that would be worse news?
In fact, he makes it a rule to date much younger.
Just so happens, my dear, that women of a certain age don't date me. Ever think of it that way? No.
But when Erica helps to take care of Harry after a heart attack, things get complicated. And despite other younger romantic prospects, their attraction just cannot be ignored. Quite frankly, few films have explored love between generations with so much humor and wit as this one.
Turns out the heart attack was easy to get over. You were something else.
Number 6. Hello, My Name is Doris. This romantic comedy drama sees Sally Field shine as a kooky, middle-aged singleton who develops a serious workplace crush.
Oh, hey, Doris. Is everything okay?
I just wanted to ask if I could get another cup of coffee.
Doris Miller has worked the same job for ages and lives a humdrum life on Staten Island. While grieving her mother and clashing with her brother, Doris finds an escape in the form of John Fremont, an attractive new addition to her company. While the two strike up a friendship, it's clear that they're not on the same page. Doris is very much smitten, while John is completely oblivious.
Doris? Doris? Doris, are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Although the relationship takes a nosedive, the end of the film leaves some hope for the duo's future.
You're a baller, Doris. Straight up.
Number 5. The Reader. Kate Winslet won an Academy Award for her portrayal of a woman guilty of terrible crimes in this romantic drama. In 1958 Berlin, Hannah Schmitz initiates an extremely questionable sexual relationship with Michael Berg.
You're good at it, aren't you?
Get it what?
Several years after her sudden disappearance, however, Michael is stunned to see her standing trial in a war crimes case. As it turns out, Hannah was a guard at a Nazi-run concentration camp during World War II.
Anna Schmitz, in view of your own admissions and your special role, you're in a different category. The court sentences the accused Schmitz to imprisonment for life.
The pair maintains a relationship through Hannah's imprisonment, but her past actions weigh heavily on Michael. The film's tenuous age gap romance certainly reflects broader themes of power, culpability, and the passage of time.
Have you spent a lot of time thinking about the past?
You mean with you?
No. No. I didn't mean with me.
Number 4. Middle of the Night. The central romance in this drama is complicated by a 30-year-plus age difference, not to mention an existing workplace dynamic.
Please, Betty. I'm jealous. I'm afraid of every young man I see. I just want to know you love me.
Office worker Betty is in her 20s and is already divorced. After her 56-year-old boss Jerry asks her out, the two strike up a fling. Betty is naturally conflicted, but she isn't the only one. The pair's families also have harsh feelings about their love.
This man's going on 60.
He's 56.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think you underestimate 56-year-old men.
In 10 years, he's going to be 66, an old man of 66 with white hair.
While Jerry's relatives think his girlfriend is a gold digger, Betty's mother isn't thrilled in the slightest. Despite the pressure they face from outside forces, both lovers simply want to do what makes them happy. At the end of the day, no one can argue with that.
I haven't been up in about 4 years. My wife and I almost froze to death. When you try to take a shower, there's no hot water. And I want you to know it's costing me a fortune.
I love you.
Number 3. Prime. Relationships can be complicated, but they're rarely this complicated. Uma Thurman stars as Rafi Garday, a divorcee in her late 30s with a flourishing career. Against her better judgment, she sparks up a romance with a 23-year-old painter, David.
So how was your trip?
Who cares?
Okay.
Love-struck, Rafi proceeds to tell all to her therapist, Lisa.
We have had sex on every surface of my apartment. I mean, I haven't had much sleep, but he's just so eager to please me, and I feel the same way about him.
But little do any of them know, Lisa is David's mom. Although this is the most obvious obstacle to this burgeoning couple's relationship, it's not the biggest. While Rafi wants a child, she doesn't want David to sacrifice his art in order to start a family.
You'll regret it. You know this. The fact that you're still willing to shows how deep your love goes.
Considering the couple's electric chemistry, it's a truly heartbreaking conclusion. Number 2. The Graduate. This celebrated film follows an intergenerational affair between a recent college grad and a much older housewife, played by Dustin Hoffman and Anne Bancroft, respectively.
You put on music, now you start opening up your personal life to me and tell me your husband won't be home for hours.
So?
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
Over the course of a summer, Benjamin Braddock embarks on an illicit relationship with Mrs. Robinson, the spouse of his father-in-law's colleague. At the same time, however, he reluctantly begins dating her daughter Elaine. The interplay between his two romances is fascinating to watch, with Benjamin's feelings for the two women drastically changing over the course of the film.
We might just as well have been shaking hands.
Shaking hands. Well, that's not saying much for my wife, is it?
You missed the point.
I guess I do.
The point is, I don't love your wife, I love your daughters, sir.
Although this romantic comedy drama isn't dark by any means, it does reveal how a hush-hush fling can quickly go south.
Get out of here.
Don't cry.
Get out! Get out! Out! Get out!
Goodbye, Benjamin.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions. 40 Carats. 40-year-old Anne's summer fling is only 22, but he's not going anywhere.
Now, Peter, we've just had a nice, serious talk, and you told me that you understood.
I do.
Stop that! You're always dressing me or undressing me. Stop that and leave me alone.
The Rebound. A 15-year age difference drives the couple apart, but will they reconnect down the line?
Just take it slowly.
Call Me By Your Name. 17-year-old Elio and graduate student Oliver fall in love during a summer in Italy.
You didn't give me a sign. I did. When?
You remember we were playing volleyball and I touched you just to show you that I liked you?
Rushmore. High schooler Max and his much older friend both fall for a first-grade teacher.
Has it ever crossed your mind that you're far too young for me?
It crossed my mind that you might consider that a possibility, yeah.
White Palace. A steamy relationship across boundaries of age and class.
I have never wanted a woman as much as I wanted you. Never, not even my wife.
You better be careful with words like that. Words like that could kill a person if you don't mean it.
Well, I mean it.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Harold and Maude. This coming-of-age comedy drama concerns the May-December romance of May-December romances.
Aim above morality. If you apply that to life, then you're bound to live it fully.
Harold has a morbid fascination with death that disturbs his mother. Can you blame her? During a funeral, Harold meets the cheerful Maude.
Honey, do you dance?
Pardon me?
Do you sing and dance?
No.
No. I thought not.
Her optimistic perspective gradually rubs off on the grim youngster, and they soon begin a love affair. It's not exactly shocking that the people in Harold's life are appalled at this news. But when it comes to learning the importance of living life to its fullest, we suppose you should take the lesson where you can get it.
Joe, take a chance. Get hurt even. Play as well as you can. Go, team. Go!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.